I believe we are on the second day. And that's probably all we're going to do is the second day today. And we'll hopefully wrap it up next week with a much earlier start. But ideally we can get this... the first day took 2.5 hours. That was a lot of also getting used to the map, getting introduced to the characters and stuff. So we'll see where this goes. Also, am I still in slow-mo? Let me just double check here. Sorry. I keep interrupting the sweet tunes. No, the bot did turn it off. Okay, we're cool. I was wondering if we got a little confused since I've been popping in and out. Okay, let's go.
A decorative plate depicting a goat.
Oh, that's right. It's mostly voice acting too, so I don't have to worry about that. Oh yeah, okay. So we woke up. I think the book is the only new element here.
That candle didn't last long. The candle has melted. It's not much use anymore.
Can't take it. Well, we'll take the book.
What's this?
It's a book. The rock on it.
There's a strange stone strapped to the cover.
I was just joking, but okay. Chicken rock. Y'all. IAW, is it like the International Auto Workers? What is this? Okay, day one. I arrived after a decent day's ride from Bakewell. This is a curious place. Its local seems distant. I'm to my local contact tomorrow, so it'll be an early night for me. I shall try to keep a diary of my stay here and not give up by day 3 of the excavation as usual. Despite the possible new discoveries, I cannot stop thinking about my dear wife and wondering if I should have left her in the current state. I must have faith that she will conquer this bout of illness. Day 4. True to 4, my journal has been abandoned. Let that not speak for the excitement I feel for this excavation. After much preparation, we dig tomorrow. Such an exceptional sight. This is probably from the prior excavation. Such an exceptional sight with a unique history. As for the dangers, we will meet them head first. We are prepared. Are you, though? I also sought out a local wise woman yesterday, and she provided me with a tincture for my beloved's nausea gravidarum. I'm sure she shall be pleased with it upon my return. Lo, a place of miracles. A planted seed sprouted before our eyes and illuminated our path. Nature's laws hold no meaning here, but I clutch my tablet with the knowledge that it shall end this. Rho, theta, epsilon, chi. We found the code was simply in the singularity of the characters. All eyes must face towards the 7th archontic? Archontic. Alright, well, you got red words. I'm writing those down. I feel like those are important, and I don't want to open the book again. So... Theta... That's a sigma, I think, not an epsilon. Alright, oh. Singularity. Eyes. Towards 7th. Archontic. That's probably kind of coded language for something. When the sun and the 2 moons meet, the guardian shall be defeated. Alright. Dead language reveals the path. For thou art the moon, chief of the stars. Listen to the things that I have said. Follow the words of my mouth. Reveal thyself to me. Stars listen mouth. Moon, stars listen mouth. I heard a whisper, not once, again and again. I'll pour out my spirit. I'll pour out my spirit. I'll pour out my spirit. That's weird.
It appears to be a journal, full of hogwash. I don't recognize the handwriting. Maybe Stanley knows more about it.
Alright, let's go wave it at people.
Good morning. How's your head, Miss Bateman? That were quite the tune you
Oh, that's right. We stayed up drinking with What's-His-Futs.
Stanley,
I forgot about that.
I take it you slid this journal under my door?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The journal, Stanley.
I certainly did no such thing. Nor could have anyone else. You're the only guest staying here.
What's the meaning of all this? Do you propose that it manifested itself out of thin air?
Yes.
Well,
Hey, he might be telling the truth. We've seen some other weird shit.
I'm sorry. I just don't understand how else it could have got there.
Like the little goblin dude in the purple sky. Let's talk about the
Sure
journal.
there was no one else here overnight.
without doubt.
How very, very peculiar.
So, what does it say inside?
Bunch of weird shit.
Take a look.
Well, I can't make head nor tail of it.
Neither can I.
Maybe someone else in the village can help you with it.
What do you make of this stone?
That's a funny-looking thing. It's got a cockerel on it.
Yes, but have you seen anything like it?
Never.
Alright, and
Do
dream.
you ever have strange dreams, Stanley?
Me?
Oh, I guess the purple stuff was a dream.
I had one such dream last night. It was so vivid.
What were it about?
I was at Hobbs Barrow.
Oh?
It was, okay.
Everything was
Allegedly.
different. Great peaks soared in the distance. And there was a creature.
A creature, you say?
Yes, a short, robed fellow.
A regular
Eyes as
Glepshido.
black as pitch. It told me that my father had been there in Hobbs Barrow many years ago, but something went wrong, and the creature helped him escape. It said that I would find proof in the morning.
Oh, the journal. You've had a premonition, lass.
Please, Stanley, I've no time for that nonsense. But I'll admit it's a strange coincidence.
Now, what did I tell you about Hobbs Barrow?
That I
Shit's
should leave
fucked
it
up.
alone.
Aye.
Yeah.
Hogwash.
Your dream reminds me of a story from my childhood. An old folk tale about Hobbs Barrow.
That's convenient.
What is this folk tale you mention?
Well, when I were a wee boy, there were talk of a goblin.
Hell yeah.
They say he lived inside Hobbs Barrow.
So I was right.
Hence the name, Hobbs Barrow. Hob, coming from hobgoblin, of course. Unfortunately, I don't remember anything else about
I'm
it.
surprised that didn't occur to me before now.
Fairy tales, Stanley.
Don't close your mind to such things, lass. I'm sure Mr. Shoulder will tell you more.
If we
Perhaps,
ever meet
if
him.
I ever
Yeah.
met him. Goodbye.
See you soon.
Alright, what's this blinky thing on the table?
Good morning, Mr. Kemp.
Good day, Miss Tompkins.
I'm here for his lordship's paper.
Sorry, lass. Mr. Price hasn't dropped them off this morning. I heard he actually left the village yesterday.
Indeed, I can vouch for that.
Ma'am?
Good day.
Oh dear. His lordship won't be pleased.
My sincerest apologies, Miss Tompkins.
I'll come back in a few days. Ta-ra.
Goodbye.
Oh, Mr. Price was the male guy, right? Yeah.
The knife is stuck deep in the table.
Oh, from the guy who was playing Pin Fingers. Free knife.
Goodness me, I can't budge it.
Be careful, Miss Bateman. You'll cut yourself. I spent all morning trying to get that bloody thing out. I shall be having words with that scoundrel next time he shows his face.
Curses.
We have our very own Excalibur.
Do we know anyone named
It's all
Arthur?
yours if you can pull it out, King Arthur.
Anything that could lubricate it. Maybe chisel it out.
I do not wish to damage Mr. Kemp.
Okay. Yep.
I do not wish.
So much for that plan. So there's probably something else we gotta find. Okay. What is on our to-do list? There we go. Oh, yeah. He said we could see the barrow. He didn't let us excavate it anyway. Alright, so who would load... Well, I guess... The woman we found at the shrine would probably know about local farm folklore.
I need to convince Mr. Bryden to let me excavate Hobbs Barrow and find out.
But the kids might know about the hobgoblin story, too.
Curses! I forgot I had this worm in my pocket. Poor thing is dead now. Rest in peace, Kenneth. She is busy setting up her stall.
That's right, it's market day.
Good day.
I'm still setting up my stall. Come back later.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Quite an ornate.
You want a dead worm? Oh, I have to get another worm. Or I was supposed to use the worm for something yesterday and didn't realize it.
Father Roach still... Good morning, Father Roach.
Ah, Miss Bateman. What a pleasure to see you again. Have you tracked down Mr. Shoulder yet?
Don't get me started.
I'll take that as a no.
Indeed. Do you recognize this journal?
What a tatty old thing. You ought to take better care of your possessions, Miss
Coming in, I thought I would have to read for him, and I realized
Whose is it?
just now I was thinking of the
I'm trying to
the
find
pastor from
Afraid I can't help you. I haven't seen it
the
before.
demo for Red Stag Inn or whatever it was.
What do you make of this stone?
I don't recognize the symbol from any Christian iconography. Did you make it yourself?
No, never mind. What brings you to the square today?
I'm meeting a couple of young congregation members to go over some scripture. You're welcome to join us.
Thank you, Father Roach, but I have quite a busy day ahead of me.
We will be at St. Edmund's, should you wish to join us later.
Thanks for your time.
Okay.
Lord be with you.
Nobody's here. Also, I kind of got to reacquaint myself with the map anyway. Oh, hey, buddy.
Thomasina,
Good morning, Arthur.
you look a bit addled. Are you feeling all right?
I am not used to drinking as much as we did.
Aye, my head is pounding.
To tell you the truth, Arthur, I've had a somewhat puzzling morning.
Oh?
Someone slipped this journal under the door of my room.
Whose journal is it?
I have no idea. The text refers to some sort of excavation.
Your dad's! Or one of his
He
crew.
swore his innocence. I thought perhaps you might have done it?
No, it wasn't me. That's for certain.
I can't read or write.
Clear memory of last night.
I wonder who left me this journal then.
Mind if I take a closer look?
Please go ahead.
They're really like a book jump scare.
A madman.
I don't disagree. Did the sketches mean anything to you?
No, not
That
at
was me
all.
accidentally right-clicking that advanced that kind of quickly.
You might want to show this to Mother Mildred.
Who is Mother Mildred?
Some think her a witch.
Sweet.
A witch.
Aye. She might be able to help you with the symbols.
And or the local wise woman tincture.
She lives alone in a little cottage within Herne Wood here. You shouldn't have too much trouble finding her.
Thanks, Arthur.
You're welcome.
We didn't see a cottage before, but it might be passed for the guys for chopping wood.
What do you make of this stone?
It's a good shape for skimming across water. What is it?
I'm not sure. It was strapped to the cover of the journal.
How mysterious.
I had a splendid time last night.
Aye. I even remember most of it this time. Thanks for listening to me going on. I really appreciate it.
It's
The
fine,
feeling
buddy.
is mutual. Thank you too, Arthur. Shouldn't you be manning the station?
The line is down. Track damage between Bewley and Bakewell. No
Go
trains
figure.
for a day or more.
Does that mean I'm stranded here?
For the time being, Thomasina.
Capital. Why do people think Mother Mildred is a witch? Just because a woman lives alone in the woods doesn't mean she flies about on a broomstick.
There's more to it than that. They say she lays with demons.
God forbid a woman have hobbies.
Oh, you know, local folk.
Hogwash.
Some also go to her for potions and spells.
Spells? Come now.
Yeah, she's got to be the one, or maybe like a protege or descendant of the one that's in the book.
Foraging in the brambles around here.
Will she burn at the stake sometime soon?
You might think us Thomasina, but we're not that.
Try not to caffeinate so we can actually get to sleep after all this.
I only meant to tease. Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Alright. I want to look around town before we, oh, it's this asshole.
Hello, dear.
Good day. He's a little more handsome than your average Bewley resident. I believe we've met.
Miss Thomasina Bateman, the famous antiquarian.
My reputation precedes me.
I can assure you it does.
And you are?
James,
Are you a painter?
you see this beck before you. Look at the water. See how it tumbles and falls. I seek one spot on which my eyes can rest, be it a stone or a small corner of the current.
I mean, I get him. I love taking photos of moving
And
water.
out of the tumbling and falling, a new land rises. I see a new world.
I don't quite think that into it, but...
An artist.
Oh.
What are you painting?
A new world.
Quite the ambition.
Indeed, my ambition knows no
Oh,
bounds.
he's doing a cult shit.
See it?
Not yet. It's not finished. And such a world is not complete without you in it.
You flatter me, James.
Nonsense. Say you'll let me paint you.
I haven't even seen your work. What if you can't paint?
Don't fret, my dear. You shall be the shining star of my new world.
Going on a little thick there, buddy.
When time comes, I shall call on thee.
Do you recognize this journal?
A place to keep one's thoughts and reflect?
Is it yours?
No, my dear.
What do you make of this stone?
It looks antique. You might want to keep a hold of it.
I feel like the blacksmith or the old guy who hates the train station might be the two guys who might know anything about
I'd
the
like to know
stone.
about you, Thomasina. What time do you like to rise in the morning? How do you like your tea? What makes you happy?
Late, with 3 spoons of sugar and spending time with my husband.
You disappoint me. I sense no truth in your words. Are you a woman of dubious principles, Thomasina?
You ask too many questions.
Fuck this guy.
Do you know Leonard Shoulder?
A man of Bewley?
Yes.
I care not for the men of Bewley. Only for the visitors.
Bruh.
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
A fine gentleman. Now that is someone who commands respect.
Do you know him personally?
No, I don't think anyone can really claim that. But what a tiring subject. Shall we discuss something a little more exciting?
No.
Goodbye.
See you soon, my dear.
I guess we could get another worm from the fairy circle. If we need it for today, but...
Bugger off!
I was gonna say it's a bit early.
The
Cyril, that's his name. I love Cyril.
charm of old Cyril.
Also, every time we've been to the train station, somebody's been hanging out there, so... Or walking through, so we might as well check, you know? Closer to time being due to track damage, okay. Track damage tail confirmed. Alright, yeah, we'll go check near the kid's house.
The blacksmith looks...
Okay. So they're not even gonna let me knock. That's fine.
The road disappears.
I'll start double-clicking the exits at this point. Which will save a little bit of time.
Mr. Long mustn't be in.
Good, I don't like him either. Okay. Doop, doop, doop. What's the bench? Fairy circle is this way, right? Yeah. Oh, hey.
This is where I dug up.
Chains ragdoll.
Hello, Wally.
Go away! You gave the door back to my sister.
It wasn't very nice of you to bury her favourite toy, Wally.
I gave it to the fair folk, and you stole it back from them.
You don't really believe in fairies, do you? You're old enough.
I don't think we had much of a choice, honestly.
Real. And thanks to you, I'm cursed.
There's no such thing as curses either, Wally.
Go away!
I'm not sure they would be interested.
I feel like we should go find the wise woman first, because I don't... He's up yet either. And checking out the Barrow right out the gate feels like it'd be counterproductive. What? No. Time to figure. Oh, this is a flashback. Okay.
Thomasina, dear, come say goodbye to your father. Come on now, don't make him wait.
I don't want to.
Aren't you going to miss me?
I hate you, Daddy.
Those are strong words for such a little lady.
I want to come with you.
Oh, okay. She doesn't want to be left behind. She doesn't want to be left behind.
Can't come with me but we'll go to Barrow
this time.
next month. I promise. Oh, what a dig that shall be.
I hate you.
Well, I love you. See you soon, little bird.
Oh yeah, this is where we bled the priest.
A badger's set.
Alright, it's clear now.
Resin has been oozing from the
Looks set now. Free resin?
The resin has set somewhat. It's firmly gripped to the stump.
Oh, maybe that's what we need the knife for. So we figure out how to get it. Ma'am?
It's the old woman I saw at Bewley Station.
Oh, okay.
The cottage is nestled cosily in the woods. Please, forgive my intrusion.
Rah!
Are you Mother Mildred?
Some call me that.
I forgot what she said to us.
Mildred Walker, given as that's my name.
Apologies.
Fair?
Thomasina Bateman. I think we met at Bewley Station.
I take it Panswick's men have cleared off. Good riddance. Those ruffians would cut their own noses off if he asked them to. I recognised you the moment I laid eyes on you at the
No, okay.
I beg your pardon?
She has interacted with our father.
Family resemblance.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Your
pretty
father's
obvious, honestly.
eyes, Miss Bateman.
Bruh?
You knew my father.
Such piercing blue eyes he had. What a handsome young man. William.
He was here, in Bewley.
Oh, yes. A long time ago, mind. 25 years by my reckoning. But I'll never forget those eyes.
Achievement for the realization, apparently.
Why was my father in Bewley?
He were helping Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow.
You must be jesting.
Do I look like I'm jesting?
How did you come to meet my father?
One might say I have a reputation in these parts. Folks from all around come to me for help with their ailments. Ernwood, your father must have caught wind of this, as one day he came to me, asking for a cure.
A cure for what?
Your mother were with child, and she was suffering the most terrible nausea.
Adam.
I made something to help her.
That's in the journal.
The journal.
There you go.
This was entered in the journal. It
Put
belongs
a-
to my father.
Thank you.
Journal.
This journal.
Take a look at this.
Would you look at that?
Sid recalls meeting a
Just
local
look at it.
wise woman to seek a tincture for his beloved's nausea gravidarum.
Aye, that's me. I made the tincture for him.
This is incredible.
You don't recognise your own father's handwriting?
It's been so many years since I've seen it. What do you make of this stone?
Hasn't been doing much writing in bed, I guess.
W. I haven't a clue.
International Auto Workers. Let's go.
Folk trinket, or a talisman of some kind. The moors are steeped in folk.
What can you tell me about the excavation?
Well, not much.
So she comes off as more of an herbalist, not a mystic.
The last time he asked me if I knew anything about binding magic.
Binding magic.
He said he needed it for the excavation.
Hogwash. My father is a man of logic and reason. Why would he be...
Perhaps you don't know.
Asking
him
about
as well
such
as you think
nonsense.
you do.
Sorry, I keep
Anyway,
rattling.
I know nothing of magic and told him so. He seemed disappointed. I never saw him again, but I understand the excavation went ahead. Samuel Bryden hanged himself not long after. Reason enough for you to stay well clear of that place.
We're not doing so well on the whole, getting reasons to get the farmer to go along with it, are we?
I never saw my father again after the excavation.
No, I always assumed he just went home.
Who excavated Hobbs Barrow alongside Samuel
Oh,
Bryden?
we'll get some more names to ask about. Okay.
From memory, it were just the two of them.
Oh.
What do you think my father meant by binding magic?
Magic
I've no
that binds
idea.
things?
He didn't explain more, and I didn't wish to pry.
This just doesn't sound like my father at all.
You'll have to ask him yourself.
I'm afraid my father has been incapacitated since I was a child. He cannot speak nor move.
Terrible. Oh, I'm sorry.
You said that the flora here could cure almost any ill.
Almost, my dear. But your father's affliction sounds beyond my abilities.
He's just a little
The
cursed.
landlord of the Plough and Furrow told me about a folk tale associated with Hobbs Barrow. Something about a goblin. Are you familiar with it?
No doubt there is such a tale. Name any beastie you can think of, and someone round here will have a story about it.
About kissing goblins? Being in bed with a goblin?
Charles Bryden mentioned there was a third man involved in the excavation.
Is that so? Well, you'd best ask him about it. He knows more than I do.
Can you tell me anything about Leonard Shoulder?
I know of him, as is the nature of such a small town. I also know he invited you here.
Little escapes you, Miss Walker.
So they say. My path rarely crosses with his. Let's put it that way. But he's a nice enough fellow.
I see. Do you know Lord Panswick?
I know his labourers make a mess of these woods, the brutes. The man himself hasn't graced me with his presence.
You've never met him?
Not since he were a wee lad. A maid brought him to me with a sore stomach. It were all the rich food they were feeding him. Nowt more.
Thank you for your help, Ms. Walker. The cottage... I shouldn't enter
Is there anything else I could show her? We got journal stuff? Not really. We already know the glove is one of,
Miss Bateman,
Oh,
Yes.
remember what I told you when we first met?
I don't.
You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
Why?
Something terrible happened to Samuel Bryden in that barrow.
Oh, we're just getting warned off again.
Tell me you won't disturb
Ranger got to your father too.
I can't make that promise, Mildred.
Can't say I didn't warn you. There is something unnatural about that place.
We must seek to understand the world by rational means, Ms. Walker. One cannot abandon reason.
Well, alright. Other flashback?
Thomasina? Thomasina, come here this instant.
I'm playing with Josephine.
She can wait. This is very important.
I'll be back soon. I'll be back soon.
I know I skipped it both times. You get the idea.
What is it, Mummy?
Oh, so
It's your
Daddy's home?
it's your father. Oh,
my dear. I must go to Bakewell with haste. Miss Bowes will look after you whilst I'm gone. Is that clear?
Where's Daddy?
He's had...
oh, that's right. Bakewell's the next town over from Bewley, so that makes sense.
He's come off his horse.
Silly Daddy.
That was a lie.
Right.
Of course he will be fine. Your father is as strong as an ox, but I need to go collect him, all right?
Can't I come too?
No, dear. Miss Bowes will look after you.
But I want to come.
Go pick up your dolls, then come inside, all right?
Yes, Mummy. Josephine, it's time to go inside now.
We've looked at the statue already, so I don't need to do that again.
Where did Mummy go?
Alright. Okay, so yeah, we need to get that knife out somehow. I'm thinking either some kind of lubricant or some kind of leverage. Oh.
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
Okay. Bruh.
Arthur, you won't believe it. The journal belongs to my father. He was here in Bewley. Arthur? Hello?
Bro? Jump scare?
Sorry, I'm trying to remember something.
Buh?
What is it?
I'm not sure. Something in the woods. It will come back to me. You say your father were in Bewley?
Yes! Mildred said that he helped Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow 25 years ago.
Well, I'll be. Let's talk about it tonight at the plough.
Arthur, I must tell you about the dream I had. I was at Hobbs Barrow and there was a creature. It told me it saved my
He's
father
being
from
weird, so I'm a
some
little worried about this,
proof of this in the
thing,
morning.
but
Sure enough, when I awoke,
I feel like
it was in my room.
the locals have been warmer to me the more honest I've
My
been, so.
father. The creature told me it could help my father again. I mean, it was merely a dream. I don't know what to think anymore. Arthur? Arthur, are you listening? Fine then, we'll talk later. I hope you piece together your memories.
My man is zooted. Okay, time's passed a bit.
Good day.
Hey up.
Look at this, Mr. Crozier. It's my father's journal.
Oh, aye? Why are you showing me?
Did you slip it under my door last night?
Ha! Have you gone daft? Why would I have your father's journal?
Never mind. Did the sketches inside mean anything to you?
Looks like a load of rubbish to me.
I found out my father visited Bewley 25 years ago. William Bateman, perhaps you remember him?
I would have been just a lad. What were he here for?
That's what I intend to find out.
That's a lot of years.
What do you make of this stone?
Don't look like out to me.
Are you familiar with any local folklore?
Oh, aye. The old cobbler used to tell me some rat stories. Swore he sold a pair of boots to a goblin when he were a young...
Oh, are we gonna meet the cobbler finally, or is...
You say. I take it this cobbler was a regular at the Plough and Furrow?
Never drank a day in his life. Sober as a judge. Have you been to the Devil's Toe?
Yes, I'm familiar with the cairn.
Some say they've seen the goblins
I already forgot how to get there.
playing her fiddle. Can't say I've seen her myself, mind.
Do you know any other stories about this goblin?
I don't have the time to be standing here gossiping about old wives' tales.
Apologies. I'm having some trouble extricating a knife from a table in the plough and furrow. Might I borrow a pair of pliers?
A knife, you say? I can get that out for you.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Crozier.
Think nothing of it. Wait here.
We didn't give Mr. Crozier a walking animation.
That were a struggle. Here you are.
Thank you so much.
Free knife.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Again, I'm pretty sure that's for the resin. I don't know what the resin's for, but... She's still setting up. Okay.
I've had some rather unbelievable...
Oh?
Unbelievable news. Sorry, I just keep tapping right click by accident.
Remarkable.
Quite the coincidence, is it not?
Ooh, I might have to caffeinate at this rate. Maybe if I just drink half of it, it won't keep me up too long.
I'm afraid not. Those were my droving days, you see. I didn't spend much time in Bewley, but an interesting turn of events nonetheless.
What do you know of Mother Mildred?
I'll tell you what I know about Mother Mildred. She wants locking up.
Bro?
How so?
She owes me a small fortune
Oh,
on her time
okay.
years ago.
Understandable.
Do remind her next time you see her, won't you?
I'd rather not get involved, if you don't mind.
Be careful who you trust, Miss Bateman.
Who is Miss Tompkins?
A housemaid in the employ of Panswick Manor. She comes by to pick up his lordship's weekly paper.
I'm surprised newspapers are available in Bewley.
Aye, his lordship gets what he wants.
Lord Panswick likes to keep up with affairs from outside of Bewley.
Aye, he has many interests around the country.
Oh, really?
What sort of interests?
His lordship's affairs are his own business.
Oh.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Okay. Guess we could talk to the priest, vicar, whatever. Still not here. Were you really getting here at all before? Nope, still locked.
It's locked.
I think that probably just goes up to the bell tower. Oh, hi.
Hello?
Well, I guess we're chasing her now.
Excuse me, sir.
Bruh?
Yes?
Did you see a young girl with blonde hair pass by here?
No, lass. Here you up. Are you Thomasina Bateman?
Oh, is that Leonard?
That's my name.
How marvelous. It's me, Leonard Shoulder.
You son of a bitch.
I'd given up on finding you.
Please take a seat, Miss Bateman. We have much to discuss.
Alright, time for exposition?
Proven to be quite the enigma, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm mortified. I offer you 1,000 apologies. You see, I've been bound to me.
It was definitely the guy we saw outside, though. I'm pretty sure.
How dreadful.
That sounds like a lie.
Better now?
Aye. I were on me way to find you when I stopped here to catch me breath. I've not much go in me these days.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I were worried you'd have given up on me and left town.
I had no idea what had become of you, Mr. Shoulder. I spent a good amount of time pounding on your front door.
I'm embarrassed. I really am. I've been doing my best to sleep through the fever. I am so
Fair enough.
very sorry.
Please accept my apology, Miss Bateman.
Fine, Mr. Shoulder. I've come all this way. Let us speak of the business at hand.
Marvelous.
I've just learned that my father was part of a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow some 25 years ago. Why didn't you mention this in your letter?
What? Where did you hear that?
I have my means.
I swear, Miss Bateman, I had no idea.
I take it you will also deny delivering me my father's journal?
I'm confused. What journal?
My father's journal was slipped under my door at the Plough and Furrow. It wasn't you who did this.
I've been bound to me bed, lass.
Still think it's a lie.
Ordinary coincidence. You are following in your father's footsteps.
It would seem so, Mr. Shoulder. Why did you invite me to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
I've always been curious about the colourful folklore surrounding the place. My father told me all sorts of stories about it when I were a wee fellow. Stories that some folk around here take a little too seriously, especially after those lads entered the Barrow a while back.
How did you know about me?
I saw your interview in the Bakewell Times.
Sure you did.
Young lady travelling about the land, digging up barrows. Perfect for the job.
What do you want me digging up the barrow?
But why do you wish to excavate the barrow?
I want to see what those lads found in there. My curiosity has grown over the years, and now it is time for the mystery to be solved.
You sure about that?
I am rather eager to find out what's in there myself. I've managed to find Hobbs Barrow, but Mr. Bryden is yet to give me permission to excavate.
Is that so? Keep trying. You'll relent eventually.
Perhaps you could have a word with him.
Oh, no. A lovely young lass such as yourself has a better chance of changing his mind than a shaky old goat like me.
I mean, this excavation was your idea, bro.
Letter, there would be no issue gaining access to the barrow.
I didn't foresee anyone I wrote to you. I'm sorry this has been more complicated than anticipated. Don't give up yet, Miss Bateman. Keep trying with Mr. Bryden.
Did you know my father?
We'll have to bother him after this interaction.
His name?
William Bateman. He was in beauty for a few days.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, lass. The name doesn't ring a bell.
Are you sure you had no idea of my father's involvement in the previous excavation?
I'm quite sure. A most fascinating coincidence, but nothing more than that.
I'm starting to wonder if it's more than mere coincidence, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman, I did not take you for a credulous individual.
I'm none of the sort. What can you tell me about the previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Oh, it was 25 years ago.
I skipped it when we had the title.
Back then, Bewley were undergoing a period of great strife. Samuel Bryden hadn't harvested a single crop for 2 seasons. Even Hernwood was sick. Berries went to rot almost as quickly as they grew.
That's bad.
Started to believe the ground were blighted. Disease spread through the livestock too. People were going hungry. A panic set in.
That sounds terrible.
Aye, but I managed to keep myself fed. These things happen in nature, but the blame for it all fell on Hobbs Barrow. It was long said that a goblin made his home there. A rumour took root that the goblin were not best pleased with the villagers. In revenge for some unperceived slight, the goblin placed a curse on the soil itself.
That's collective punishment. That's not allowed under the UN.
Of its lodger would put an end to it all.
Hogwash.
For all the good they would have done about it. And, you know, they didn't exist yet for the time of this.
His intent to join the excavation when coming here, I do not know. But whatever it were that Samuel Bryden and those lads did inside that barrow, people say it did the trick. The crops started to grow back, and health returned to the livestock. Bewley were no longer in the grip of dark forces. You must understand. Folk here are a superstitious.
I feel like they broke something, but got cursed for it.
Whatever it were those lads did. As far as the villagers are concerned, the problem were fixed. The thought of another excavation must be conjuring panic that you'll undo.
Better they're setting this up to be a trolley problem.
This does explain a lot.
Run over Bewley or run over my dad.
Nobody around here wants you to touch the place.
Except for you.
I want to know what's there.
Surely you don't believe these tales of goblins and curses to be true?
Not at all. However, I suspect those lads did find something in the barrow. But did it have any connection to failing crop? No.
Growing crops and dying livestock. Yeah.
Coincidence reigns supreme.
So what do you think they found?
That is for us to discover, Miss Bateman.
Who was the third man who joined my father and Mr. Bryden on the excavation?
I'm afraid I don't know. Although I'd heard about the excavation and I would.
Why don't you be Lord Penswick or whatever?
Stayed at home during that time. The atmosphere in the village was rather too tense for me liking. And besides, the excavation were undertaken with an air of mystery about it.
Maybe that's why Penswick's a recluse.
Tell me more of this folklore you mention.
It is said that Hobbs Barrow is home to a goblin. Everyone
Genuinely unsure if we're gonna finish this whole conversation before the ad roll hits.
but the version my father told me as a child described the barrow as a thin place. The goblin were deemed to be the guardian of this so-called thin place.
Back to the goblin.
Tell me more about this goblin.
Some said he were a mischievous little mite, snatching newborn lambs and smashing windows with pebbles. Others
That's not cool.
were friendly, there to lend a helping hand in times of strife.
That seems more like what I've experienced.
Makes it all the more surprising as to why the previous excavation took place. My father's stories put the goblin in the mischievous category. Saxnot, he called the creature. I recall one such anecdote, but Saxnot entered Bewley and ordered a pair of boots to be
Yeah, we're gonna meet the cobbler at some point.
collecting them. He insisted on paying for them with a bag of sow's teeth.
Yo, it's free teeth, man.
So scared of angering the goblin that he accepted.
A colourful tale indeed, Mr. Shoulder. Has any explanation been offered for why this Saxnot cursed the soil?
Your guess is as good as mine, lass.
What is a thin place?
A place where one can walk between worlds.
Well, that's convenient.
Flesh meets the spirit world. Just
Okay,
superstition,
so it's
of course, is
lower gauntlet rating.
I had a peculiar dream last night. I met a creature at Hobbs Barrow. I suppose you might say it was a goblin. It told me it had saved my father from trouble inside Hobbs Barrow. I'll admit the coincidence of this is somewhat astounding.
a remarkable coincidence, but nothing more than that.
But there is still one thing that puzzles me.
Yeah.
The goblin told me proof of its claims would await me in the morning. Surely enough.
Doesn't tend to mention. No, she hasn't mentioned the purple sky aspect of it. Unless it's just supposed to be the dream indicator in general.
Mr. Shoulder, you invited me here, to a town I'd never heard of, only for me to discover that my own father was here 25 years before.
It's a little freaky deaky.
But that he was also embroiled in some sort of superstitious hysteria which goes against everything he ever taught me. Something is wrong here. This must be more than mere coincidence.
It's strange, I'll give you that. But please remember who you are, Miss Bateman.
This is my father's journal.
Incredible. Can I look inside?
You may.
That's why I brought it up.
These drawings. Wonder what it all means.
You and I both. It all feels very out of character for my father.
I'm sure you'll find the answers beneath the soil, Miss Bateman.
Beneath the soil, you say.
What do you make of this strange stone?
We do have a trial. Time to start.
Cockerel?
Yes, it was strapped to my father's journal. Do you think it could have something to do with the previous excavation?
Possibly, though I'm not aware of the motif having
I
any...
wonder if showing it to the farmer will do
Is
anything.
this your glove?
I've been looking all over for that. Where did you find it?
In the alley behind the plough and furrow on the night of my arrival. Were you there?
As I say, I've been bedbound for several days, Miss...
Oh, maybe he was possessed.
How odd.
Can I please have it back?
Here.
Thank you.
Okay.
We're peas of the same pod, Miss Bateman. I knew you wouldn't be frightened by a few old stories. It will be interesting to see what those lads found in there.
Certainly.
Thank you so very much for responding to my letter and for coming here.
You're welcome.
Great discoveries to make, you and I.
I sincerely hope so.
And a chance to follow in your father's footsteps. Right, time for me to shift these old bones. I'm to take me a spot of the ploughing furrow. I'll be there all night should you need me assistance.
All right.
Mr. Shoulder.
More chats, probably.
Again for giving you the runaround. I promise I am not beyond redemption. I won't let you down again. See you soon.
I was starting to wonder if Mr. Shoulder even existed.
You're right. Confirmed for shoulder. Well, the girl ran this way.
Starting to test me. The word coincidence felt insufficient to explain what was happening. It was after
Yeah, freaky
a
deaky.
conversation with Leonard's Shoulder that I started entertaining thoughts of a truly irrational nature. What if my dream wasn't just a dream? What if it was all more than simple coincidence? What if that thing really could help my father?
Oh, hello.
Good day, little one.
Not very chatty, are you?
What's this? A fiddle bow? There's no string. My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
But she doesn't stab me with it.
Don't
You
be
just can
shy.
be pointy.
I don't mean you any harm. What are you doing out here all alone on the moors?
Vibing.
Do you live here?
Actually, yeah, bowstrings you slicking up with resin. Maybe that's
Would you
what we
like
need
me
it
to
for.
fix your bow so you can play your fiddle again?
Okay.
Yes.
We would need some catgut or
Hey.
maybe horsehair.
Most peculiar. Perhaps I can mend the bow for her. If memories of my childhood violin lessons serve me right.
Okay, that was right over the
It's
resin.
made from animal hair, coated in a waxy resin. The strings don't vibrate without it.
Alright. Perfect time to run an ad, because we have like 50 seconds before it runs itself. BRB. Let's pop back in. I did do a manual save while I was up and away. So I was grabbing some caffeine. Let me hit that now. So hopefully we get through the rest of the night. Well, let me get chat more prominent, so it's going to mute again for a second. Oop. Okay. Alright. Oh wait, yeah, livestock-wise, I think the only thing we've encountered, there was a mention of a horse. That's the horse that the guy rode over to, Blakewell, so... Or Bakewell. And then there was... the one farmer has a goat. So let's go get the resin, because we know where that is. Arthur, you still out here being weird? Nope. Like badger hair, probably not the best idea. That's usually more for brushes anyway. Oh, hey, buddy. I guess that's to draw your attention to the resin if you hadn't noticed it before.
I've collected some waxy resin.
Fantastic. I think it's a red squirrel and not a fox. I think I said fox the first time, but it's too small, proportionally. Unless it's a young one. Anything new
Good
from
day.
you?
Hey up.
I met a girl at the Devil's Toe. She gave me this broken fiddle bow.
Ha! Well, you've experienced the local folklore firsthand then, lass.
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
Never heard of it. What is it?
Never mind. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
I feel like, if anything, our most likely leads on that are going to be... Well, the innkeeper seems to have good info on local stuff, but also, what's her fuds?
You found old Leonard, I see.
Yes, finally. Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
No, I can't say it does.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Hello there.
Yes?
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Was this the knife guy, or is he just sitting in the same place?
Likewise.
Are you a local, Mr. Cross?
Oh no, I'm just passing through. I'm a musician. Just myself, me guitar and me horse.
Oh, really?
Are you a travelling musician?
Aye. I've been playing a new song tonight. I've just finished the lyrics.
What's it about?
You'll have to come listen.
Fair.
What do you make of Bewley?
Can't say that I know much about this place. I don't usually travel this far south.
I see. Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
Can't say I have, miss. What is it?
Never mind. Thank you for your time.
Make sure you watch my performance later, won't you?
I'll try.
I guess. Alright, Leonard, do we have anything new to ask
Hello
you,
again,
or?
Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman.
I've still not been able to gain permission to excavate from Mr. Bryden.
Is that so? Perhaps you could show him something that might change his mind.
It's gotta be the stone. Actually, yeah, if the stone was my father's, he'd probably remember it.
I've still not been able to...
Yeah, perhaps.
Same thing, okay.
What else can you tell me about this Saxnot?
Try not to worry yourself too much with these old stories. Leave those to the locals, Miss Bateman.
Have others spoken of goblins appearing in their dreams?
A dream is a dream, that is all. They merely make for good stories.
Fair enough.
I know.
But to answer your question, no, not to my knowledge.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Shoulder.
Welcome to Shoulder Facts.
I've filled you in already, lass.
You cut quite the mysterious figure. Most had little to say.
It's true, I do tend to keep my head down. When one gets to my age, one grows very comfortable in one's home. I like the isolation of the moors. I wouldn't change it for anything.
I take it you don't get many visitors.
Oh no, nobody bothers me. That's the perk of living so far out, huh? Just me and me hens. I used to come into Bewley more often, back before me health went to bugger, eh?
What do you think of Bewley?
Whilst one could consider the villagers to be rather unenlightened, this place has its charm. The market's in town today. You can see that folk want fun out here.
Is there anything else I should know about Hobbs Barrow, Mr. Shoulder?
No, lass. I'm certain we will know a lot more about it by this time tomorrow.
I hope
That
so.
sounds ominous.
What else can you tell me about the previous excavation?
I think I covered it earlier, Miss Bateman. As you yourself said, it were a time of superstitious hysteria.
What was it like, living in that period of hysteria?
I kept to myself. It didn't really affect me.
That's
My hens stayed healthy,
inconvenient.
and their eggs kept me well fed. If one can keep a level head in such situations, one can get by.
Indeed.
Alrighty.
Is there anything else I should be aware of before my own excavation? No other ghouls I should be worried about?
You know the answer to that. The corruption in that soil were all in the minds of men.
What do you make of Lord Panswick?
His lordship is an important man in Bewley, as I'm sure you have gathered.
Unfortunately.
He has commanded much respect here for many generations.
Do you respect him as a leader?
I do. He wants the best for the village. Without his influence, the railway line would have never come through here.
Yeah, so maybe he's not a complete piece of shit.
Aye, I believe so. He has great ambitions for Bewley and wants to share them with the world.
What do you make of Mildred Walker?
Who?
I believe she's also known as Mother Mildred.
Oh, we used to get about when we were children. Our paths have not crossed in
Oh, they're buds.
while.
We're buds.
What do you think of Charles Bryden?
He is a decent man. It must have been hard for him after that terrible business with his brother.
Without a doubt. I must say I had assumed you had at least spoken to him about my visit.
Sorry, lass, I had no intention of giving you the runaround. Again, I can only apologize.
If you don't mind me asking, what is the nature of your ongoing illness?
Oh, just the ravages of age.
Maybe we get something for him from Mildred.
Will be a small battle in itself. Something you won't need to worry about for many a year, Miss Bateman.
He's got the bonitis.
And a curse. And what of your recent fever?
An ordeal it were. So much tossing and turning. But I'm right as rain now, especially after a mug of ale. Don't worry about me.
Cures what ails you. No pun intended.
What are Lord Panswick's plans for Bewley?
He's rebuilding an old chapel on his estate. He seeks to bring God back to these lands.
But what of St. Edmunds? I think Father Roach might argue God has never left.
Indeed. Let's leave such arguments to them, shall we?
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. We will speak more later.
Let me check in with Mildred. Yeah, I think either exit will take me to the woods, so.
I have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Never mind.
They look somewhat like juniper berries.
Now take a few.
Those berries you're picking.
An ancient breed, no good for eating. However, they do have some medicinal qualities.
I see.
Okay, thank you for subscribing to Berry Facts. Alright, so let's go farm. So I remember how to get there. Nope, we're flashing back again.
Mummy?
Get away from the fire, Thomasina.
What are you burning?
Nothing.
It's the journal.
Now
Oh,
go
no.
inside.
Abrax.
Abraxas.
What is this?
I've heard that as like a name of a game or something. Or Abraxia, possibly, but it sounds familiar. Alright, hey buddy.
Good day, Mr. Bryden.
Miss,
I...
I'll stop you there. I know what you're going to ask. No, I haven't changed my mind. There'll be no digging here, lass.
Mr. Bryden, allow me to explain. There has been an astonishing development this morning.
Yes?
My father was with your brother during the excavation.
Oh,
Yes, can you believe it? I had no idea he had been here.
the answer's still no, lass. I saw what happened to poor Samuel. I won't risk the same happening to anyone else.
But
That's enough now. You can feast your eyes on that hovel to your heart's content, but there'll be no digging.
About this cool rock.
what do you make of this stone, Mr.
I think
Bryden?
he's the only one I haven't asked about it.
My father's journal.
Wait a minute. Let me see that.
Nope, I think we got it.
My God. Wait here a moment. I need to get something from inside.
Behold the power of cool rocks.
I waited for what felt like an age. I now realize that
Keep
Mr.
it, I gotta
must have
click
been in a
to
great
progress
debate
it.
with himself, wondering whether or not to share his own piece of the mystery with me. The goat stared at me, seemingly in pity, as I stood there in that rolling fog. Finally, Mr. Bryden emerged.
Now then, as far as I know, what I have here is the only thing that Samuel brought back from Barrow. Take a look.
There were the two snakes in the journal.
A pair.
Kaz.
That's been in my drawer ever since Samuel passed. I suppose it might be important, so...
Cockerel might be the son they were talking about.
Fate is
W.
playing a part in your arrival, lass.
Snakes.
Please, Mr. Bryden, allow me to excavate
Kaz.
Hobbs Barrow, a place that is no more than dirt and stone.
You're not gonna give up, are you, lass?
Nope.
I'm not.
Samuel managed to say one thing about those men that helped him. I think it's time I tell you.
Yes?
He stuttered out that one of those fellows could barely walk after they got out of there. Tongue-tied too, the man were.
My father.
You what?
My father. He had an accident around 25 years ago that left him bedbound and unable to talk.
Aye, could be him.
My mother told
We
me...
still need to figure out who the third guy was, though.
Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. Something unnatural occurred, I know it.
Mr. Bryden, we must rely on our rational faculties to explain any...
Promise me you'll be careful. Any sign of trouble, leave without hesitation and we board that accursed place up again. Understood?
Wait, you're giving me permission to excavate?
Aye. Against me better judgment.
I'm
I've
in.
the energy to stop you, lass.
Thank you so much. I am grateful.
Don't make me regret my decision. Take Samuel's stone.
Are you sure?
Aye. Give it back to me when you're
Because
finished.
you probably need the third person's stone as well.
I'll be sure to show
Again,
you
I think it's
stones,
Penswick.
Mr. Bryden.
I'd rather you don't. Now then, I've got things to get on with.
I don't suppose you can spare any labour to help me with the dig?
Don't push your luck, lass. Market's on today. Plenty of able-bodied men about. Ta-ra now.
And like that, I finally had permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow. As exciting as that was, I was distracted by what Mr. Bryden said of his brother's associate. There was no doubt in my mind that father was the stricken man he spoke of. You told me he was crippled after coming off his horse. Why did you lie to me? To protect me? To stop me from following in his footsteps? You failed.
Suck it, Mom.
Bryden. He should have said no. He should have never given me that stone.
Well, I'm not trying to kill it. I just want to trim its beard or something.
Goat hair is much too coarse to be used
Okay.
for upholstery.
Thank you, game, for knowing what I was trying to do.
This is not mine.
So we'll see what other animals are in town, I guess, at the market. Alright, market day is on, baby.
Hello, Miss Tompkins.
Hello.
We weren't introduced earlier. My name is Thomasina.
Ma'am?
How do you fare, Miss Tompkins?
I'm waiting for
Have
Mr.
we met this guy with a mustache over here?
Who's that?
The milkman. Miss Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
I'm afraid I haven't seen him. You are in the employ of Lord Panswick.
Aye. He employs Arthur Bewley in one way or another.
I'm in need of some help for my excavation. Do you think his lordship could lend me some of his labourers?
Maybe.
Might you introduce me to him?
Sorry, Ma'am, but his lordship doesn't take visitors. Any road, I must wait here for Mr. Ambrose. Miss Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
Someone find the milkman.
If Mr. Ambrose doesn't turn up, and I find you some milk, would you be able to introduce me to Lord Panswick?
His lordship really doesn't like visitors, Ma'am.
I'll take the risk.
Miss Fenchurch will be cross with me.
Can I at least just write him a letter?
But she'll be even crosser if I come back without fresh milk.
So, do we have a deal?
Aye.
Goats?
Bring me some milk,
Goats
and I'll
produce
take it to
milk.
his lordship.
Thank you.
But hopefully Mr. Ambrose will arrive soon.
Have you been waiting long for Mr. Ambrose?
Aye, he should have been here a good 2 hours ago.
He's dead.
He's here every market day, you see. He sells only the freshest milk. Miss Fenchurch swears by it. I hope misfortune hasn't befallen him on his way here.
I'm sure he will turn up.
Oh, I hope so.
Are you familiar with Hobbs Barrow?
What's that?
Never mind. What do you make of these stones?
Oh, gives me the creeps.
Why?
Dunno, just a feeling.
Who is Miss Fenchurch?
His lordship's housekeeper.
I'll let you know if I find some fresh milk.
So the housekeeper probably has like
See Mr. Ambrose, won't you?
I will.
some organizational capacity over the other servants.
Good day.
Hey up.
What do you make of these stones?
Don't look like out to me.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
I'm a blacksmith, not a cattle farmer.
Quite. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Alright. What's your deal? Oh, pie seller.
Can I interest you in a pie? Finest mutton in all the county. 2p each.
No, thank you.
You're missing out.
Might I get turned down for pie or
Freshly picked apples.
the entire time?
Would you like to try one on the house like?
Yes, please.
Here you are, miss.
Don't look a gift apple in the mouth.
The apple looks somewhat rotten. It's riddled with holes. Good day.
How did...
I'm afraid it is rather rotten, sir.
Hey up. That's slander, that is. Don't you be going around telling folk I'm handing out rotten apples.
A decent selection of cuts and sausages.
Well, I guess if we'd looked at the apples...
Sacks of apples and cabbages. They've all seen better days.
Yeah, we would have gotten an impression everything looks like crap.
They've all...
Okay.
Various chards and beets. She is selling various herbs. Some familiar looking, some not. Tins of corned beef. Ghastly.
You're no
The
fun.
box is full of various sprouts and onions. Nothing particularly tempting.
Okay. Let's have a chat.
Good day.
Fresh produce.
What have you got for sale?
I'm selling meat, vegetables, and all sorts of herbs and things. You're welcome to have a gander.
I'll be sure to browse. Do you have any milk for sale?
Not today, sorry.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
I'm not hungry. Tins of...
Alright, next we could chat with our boy about the other stone.
Joe, perhaps you've had enough sugar?
Don't you start an all.
Joe looks like a goblin.
Oh, aye, she's back again. Can't a man drink his tea in peace? There's nought for you here, lass.
Bruh.
Horrible man. How many more sugar cubes is he going to add to his tea? He'll have no teeth left by the end of the day. Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Behrman.
I'd like that he finishes his drink before he starts talking. That's great.
Mr. Bryden has given me permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Marvellous. I'm sorry you've had to sort all this out in my absence. When do we start?
Tomorrow, I hope. But first I need to recruit some locals to assist with the dig. It's too much work for me to do on my own.
I see. Bewley has its fair share of strapping young lads. You'll find assistance, Miss Bateman.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
Sorry, lass. I've none at all.
Never mind. Goodbye.
See you soon.
I have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Alright, anybody else down here? I thought, the ornery guy, whose name I already forgot again, would have shown up by now. Start day drinking. Mr. Long's still not around. Maybe we give the apple to the goat. Like, the goat was already the hypothesis.
No one here.
I feel like the people passing through aren't going to be interactive. Yeah, nah. Oh, clicked out. Game's still running, yeah, we're fine. There's just like a pixel too far to the left there. That's right, he has the day off because they're closed. Thought maybe catch up on some side work or something, I don't know.
Hello again.
Do you have any milk?
Yes?
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
No, sorry.
Not to worry. Farewell.
Alright. The dipshit's gone.
I do enjoy the charm.
Okay. What do we got for options here?
I've no time.
Alright, there's not much going on here. Let me in.
Mr.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the goat is literally my only lead at this point, or anything vaguely resembling milk. I say vaguely resembling, it's still milk, it's just not cow's milk. Unless he's got cows out in his field. Also possible.
What do you want?
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
If you can get any milk out of old Eunice, you're welcome to it.
Eunice?
Me goat. Good luck.
See you. Alright. Bucket boys. Alright, let's try the apple hypothesis here.
Hey girl, would you like an apple?
Is that a no?
Thing isn't interested.
if I cut off the bad beds?
That's a All right.
I guess we're not doing this. I wasn't expecting trauma. That escalated.
I'm not sure what that was. I don't know what's happening to me.
Did we just get some goat smoke out of
All
it?
this superstitious nonsense must be getting to my head.
I did just notice the rope is still wrapped around the branch, though. I never caught that before. Can we try a second
I'm
time?
not going near that thing again. I should ask Mr. Bryden if he could milk the goat for me.
Also, what we should do is show the bow, I think, to the musician.
Well,
To find out what kind of hair we got.
milk out of her.
Hair we can get.
Tried and failed miserably.
She's a temperamental beast.
Perhaps you could milk her for me?
I'd like to help you, lass, but I've just had a flare-up in me joints. I've worked myself too hard this morning. I couldn't bend down to save myself.
Is there anything I can do to help?
My wife would say I'm beyond.
Maybe I need to get the berries or something made with them. There we go.
Joints, please send them my way.
I'll see what I can do, Mr. Bryden.
I'm going to rest for a while. Ta-ra now.
Someone has carved the letter. Finally, we shall excavate tomorrow. Though first, I need to find some workmen to assist me.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, we'll go talk to the wise woman.
I shall name you Kenneth II. The worm has found a new home within the holes of the rotten apple.
I didn't know that was actually possible. I don't know what we need that for, though. Oh, maybe show the worm apple to the produce salesman? Well, the apple merchant? Maybe that'll get something out of him. More free apples? Better apples?
I have something for you. I do hope you remember it. I've taken great care of it.
Oh, teenage
I'll
mode.
fetch it for you now, all right? I think Daddy looks a little better today. Of course, it might just be wishful thinking. I have a surprise. Daddy, you must remember this. The day that started it all. It's the red urn you buried in the garden for me. My first ever excavation. Where should I put it?
Shelf.
Mother took away all the knickknacks that used to sit on these shelves. The pot might look nicer a little closer to the light anyway.
Oh, table.
Perfect. It will catch the light from your lamp so nicely. There. I'm going to become a great...
Great Barrow digger just like you.
Reminds you of those adventures we had together when I was a child, and how thankful I am for everything you've taught me. Now I must tell you about my visit to Pallinghurst. I found an arrowhead.
Sounds great. Okay. Let's talk about drugs.
Good day.
Yes?
Do you know of any remedies for aching joints?
You're too young to be suffering from this, surely.
It's for someone else, Mr. Bright.
Also, don't assume I'm healthy just by looking at me.
Just the poultice.
Capital. May I have some?
No.
I don't have the ingredients, I'm afraid.
What do you
What
need?
do you need to make it?
It's a simple blend made of natural elements. Elderflower and flirtwort. I can make the poultice for you if you bring me...
Oh, maybe the produce seller has the right herbs.
Directly to the joints. That should ease his burden.
I think elderflower's the white stuff by the
Where can I find
by
some elderflower?
the back.
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne Wood, but they've long
'Cause I
since...
think elderflower's right, or white.
You might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see. What does elderflower look like?
Elderflowers are small,
Yup.
white, and grow in clumps on the elder shrub. Elder shrubs can grow in all shapes and sizes. Just look out for the clumps of tiny white flowers.
So yeah, that's gonna be on the
Where
back.
can I find some flirtwort?
Flirtwort is not commonly found around Bewley. It's a perennial shrub that bears small white flowers. You might find some growing out on moors if you're lucky.
Thank you.
Or maybe that's the one by the back.
Farewell.
Or maybe near what's his house. Hopefully it'll tell me what we've plucked. But they're both white flowers, okay. Alright, what are you?
I'm not sure what that would achieve. This looks like it might be elderflower.
Okay.
This looks like it might be elderflower. I'll take some.
Okay, so we don't even need to knife it. Yoink. Well, hi, buddy.
Excuse me, Miss Bateman. I'm in something of a hurry. Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. Which work is that quote from?
Romeo and Juliet. Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, I already got the quiz achievement anyway. Apparently there's an achievement for getting them all completely wrong, so... That's kind of funny. I guess we'll check this way first. Well, this technically isn't the moors, so I guess not. And again, there's that hypothesis with the apple I want to test first. No flowers by the toe.
I've no desire.
Doesn't look like there's any hanging around here. Yeah, I can't even look at that. Blooms might not be open. Again, I think the produce seller might be the angle on that one. Alright.
I'm not sure they would be interested. I'm not sure they... This looks like elderflower to me. This looks like... The box is full of very... The box is... I can't think of anything else.
We have no money either, so we probably couldn't buy any if we wanted to. Yeah, I don't know if the goat would want the apple more with a worm in it, but...
Mr. Long mustn't be in.
Okay, every time you go past the kid's house, it says something about, endless moors beyond, so...
The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
It just sends me back, okay.
Nobody home. I have nothing else to... I can't think of...
Yeah, let me show the bow to Mr. Cross here.
Do you know how to mend this, Mr. Cross?
Aye, it needs a string. Just make sure it's coated in resin. Once you've got that, the rest is easy. Just tie the string on tight. You'll be able to do it yourself.
Capital. Thank you, Mr. Cross.
Alright, but what kind of string?
Do you know how...
Once you've just tied...
Capital. Thank you. I can't think of any...
I don't think we had any white flowers in our room. Nope.
I have nothing... I don't wish to get...
Yep, no sign of any interactions there. I guess we give her the elderflower and then keep looking for option 2.
Good day. I have some elderflowers here.
Show me. No, this is not elderflower. It's cowbane.
Oh.
An easy mistake to make. The two look very similar.
Oh.
It's safe to eat, as long as you're not a cow. Very toxic to cattle.
Oh, really?
Find some elderflower.
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne Wood, but they've long since gone. Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see. What does elderflower look like?
Elderflowers are small, white elder shrub.
I feel like the private garden would be an issue of... hedgerow. Yeah, either it's at, what's this place, because there's only so much garden here, and there's nothing really white in it, so... Well, maybe out near the Barrow, too. That's technically on the moor as well.
I've noticed.
I don't think he had a garden here. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I'll go check out by the Barrow, and if that's not it, I don't know. Because, yeah, we have no way to get to Penwick's estate right now.
John, dearly beloved. This looks like... Good day.
Fresh.
Is that elderflower you're selling?
Aye, perfect for teas and tinctures.
Any good for sore joints?
Aye, penny a bunch.
I'm afraid I don't have any money.
Sorry, miss. Does it look like I'm running a charity?
Can we work something out? A trade, perhaps?
I deal in cash only, miss. No coin, no elderflower. What do you take me for?
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
Alright, so we have to get some money.
Hello, Jane.
Miss, watch me juggle.
It's pretty good. A little bow, that's great.
Very impressive.
I can juggle even more apples.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy. Yuck, a worm!
Oh. Ah. Yoink.
Oi, put those back!
Sorry.
Be careful with your apples.
Sorry, miss.
Or maybe if I help her.
Hello again, little worm. I dare...
Easy. Yuck!
She's busy picking...
So I have to be super quick about
Any damaged goods.
Sorry, miss.
I feel like maybe I just wasn't quick enough.
Hello again, little... I...
Yuck! Oh.
Not tempting.
Oi, put those back!
Sorry.
Be careful with your apples.
Sorry, miss.
I don't know what other options there would be there.
I don't think anyone is home.
Alright, I'm going to check a guy just to see what we're supposed to do after the apple. Uh, okay. Oh. Oh, okay. We got to swap it. Okay.
Yuck!
Because they look similar. Now we know. Got it. Okay, we got elderflower.
I managed to swap them without her noticing.
Okay. Achievement for swapping.
I'll let the worm.
Alright. Thank you, Frederick II. Actually, if somebody's from out of town... Hey, buddy.
Good day.
Hello there.
My name is Thomasina.
You have any milk, random stranger?
Not seen you around before.
I'm just visiting. What brings you to the market today?
I purchased a Scotch egg for me tea. You want a bite?
No, thank you. I'm looking for some help with an excavation tomorrow. Might you be interested?
Sorry, miss. I've already got my own job.
Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
Worth a shot. Oh, hey, buddy.
Horsehair would make fine bowstring.
That's what I thought.
She almost took my head off.
Well, we got some guy with sugar cubes in here. Worth a shot.
Hands off me, sugar!
I think this is supposed to be for all the patrons, sir.
I said hands off!
Come on, Joe. Be nice to our visitors.
Ha! This place has gone to buggery.
Alright. One free sugar cube. Sugar cube for horse.
Here, girl. Eat this.
Alright.
Good girl. Hopefully that's gained some trust between us.
Oh, is that our cat bro up there too?
It's Herbert, the local stray.
Hell yeah.
I don't wish to wake him up.
Alright. We probably have to trim some of that hair off, so. Just need a little bit.
I've managed to cut off a few lengthy strands.
Thanks, bro. And they said we could tie it, right? Yeah. Huh.
I must coat the hair with something.
Yoink. Scoop it up.
There we are. This should make sufficient bowstring now.
Boop.
I've done it. The bowstring seems to hold on sufficiently.
Fantastico. Alright, well, we might as well see if the kid's back so we can drop this off. Oh, wrong door. And maybe giving the... Yeah, maybe the girl will lead us out further into the, the moors so we can, find the other plant, hopefully. Here you go.
Look what I have for you.
Hell yeah. Oh. Well, this just got weird. Oh. I guess we'll just snooze here, it's fine.
My head is spinning. What happened?
We'll listen to that good.
Hello? Where did she go? The girl left her fiddle behind. I'll take it with me in case I see her again. I want to understand what just happened.
Mystery. Alright.
The fiddle and bow, left to me by the young girl at the Devil's Toe.
Oh, is this place again now? Okay.
A carved stone has... I think it depicts a crescent moon.
There was a moon in the journal, right? Moon, 2 snakes. But 2 moons. I'm curious.
No, that... That's a peculiar idea.
Y'all can't tease me with this double moon thing. Alright. So what the hell can we give the goat then? And I guess we'll drop off the other flower, the elderflower, real quick. It's break time. Can I get more cow's bane? Oh, wait, that's not where the cow's been. Well, actually, we didn't check around here for any flowers, so. So remember, I stopped near-ish the goat. Okay. I don't think there was anything near the barrow. Maybe they'd sneak it behind. Alright, well, ad's starting soon anyway, so we'll be right back. Alright, so, also I hit slow mode by accident during the break. It should be fixed now. Wait, what? I thought it was off. Let me double check. It says slow mode in the indicator. It is on, but... Okay, yeah, I must have hit it by accident. Okay, yeah, so... My idea is maybe the goat can eat the cow's bane, because it's not cattle. And that'll get us the milk, which will get us to the estate, presumably. We might have to have a little chat, but... Or no, maybe... Can I get more cow's bane? We have to try. Alright. Yeah, we'll see if I can't get more cow's bane. The other side of the church in the north. Or actually, any flowers inside here. Oh, hello.
Those have seen better days.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. Duplancy.
If you're looking for Father Roach, he won't be back until tomorrow.
Oh, well, yeah, he pieced out. We didn't know where.
Where is Father Roach?
You might have noticed the good father has a green thumb.
Oh, really?
He's gone to visit his friend in the countryside to purchase some seedlings for his tower garden.
Tower garden, you say?
Where is Father Roach's tower garden?
Why, on top of St. Edmund's, of course. He's got a lovely collection of cuttings up there.
There we go, private garden.
To show you.
It does sound rather pleasant. It's a shame he's not around.
Well, he does have a spare key for the tower door.
You mentioned Romeo and Juliet on the way out, too.
Do you know where Father Roach keeps...
Or is he, well, he's partial to Shakespeare in general, but I feel like there's a Romeo on one of the
I'd fetch it myself and take you up there.
on one of the stones outside.
I do recall him saying he hid it outside.
All right, I think my memory might have kicked in properly.
Or it in the graveyard? Oh, I don't know. Best wait till he gets back, pet.
Never.
I found out my father visited Bewley some 25 years ago. William Bateman, perhaps you remember him?
Bateman? William Bateman? I remember a William Baldwin. He were a right miserable sod.
My father was only in Bewley briefly, from what I understand. I'm trying to piece together what he was doing here.
You'll have to ask him. I don't recall anyone of that name.
Okay. My father took part in an excavation at Hobbs Barrow. Do you recall the excavation?
I concern myself only with matters...
The stone also had the moonstone on the, what's-his-futz's door, Shoulder's door, makes me think that he was the third guy.
These stones.
And he's trying to get in there to get something that he left behind.
I'm certain of that.
I agree.
Or he was the reason shit went down.
Older than Christianity? Oh, the youth.
But somehow he wasn't able to finish it.
These box pews are most unusual. I've never seen any quite so tall.
We Bewley folk like our privacy. Many of the pews are owned by individual families.
Must be nice.
Accuse you of hiding secrets.
Now, pet.
I jest.
At my age, it's hard to climb in and out of them. I'd rather stand.
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
Is that a village near Erdlaw?
No, never mind. Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
I don't, pet.
Not to worry. Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
And also with you.
This must belong to Mrs. de Plancy. That's not mine.
Alright, let's check these plaques. So I think we're onto something. I figured they were a puzzle of some sort.
In memory of Peter Black.
Okay.
In memory of George Paxton. This plaque is surrounded by cracking plaster.
Oh, really?
In memory of William Ager. This plaque is surrounded by cracking plaster. In memory of Romeo dearly missed by his beloved Juliet. This plaque is surrounded by cracking plaster.
I wonder if we can find anything behind the other two, though.
I think I can... Despite the cracks, the plaster is stronger than it looks. I can't break through it. I think I can chip away at...
Like, I'm pretty sure this is the right one, but I'm also going to check that other one just in case.
There's a key behind here. This has to be Father Roach's spare.
My spare now.
I can't see how that will help.
Okay, well, we got the key, so I guess that's why we can't do anything.
Father Roach had hidden...
I'm curious if that unlocks any of the pews, too. I doubt it.
The key is clearly...
Okay. But yeah, maybe the family thing was the hint. Like, maybe we'll get a key for the pews later. I know what would be in there, but... Alright. Garden Boys! I love this pan up, that's great. And the tree in the background, so good. Hey, there's something white.
Wild garlic, fennel, corn mint, borage. Quite the collection. A small label on the pot reads, Flirtwort. This is just what I need.
Yoink.
This is just what I need.
Yoink. Yoink. Alright. Oh, it's got yellow centers. Alright.
I should put the key back.
fine. I mean, there wasn't much up in the garden besides that anyway, so.
There. I hope that stays on.
Cool. Alright, next mission. Be a little annoyed if there's an achievement for doing it right the first time, like picking the right plaque, but oh well. I probably got to replay for some of the achievements anyway, so that's fine. Alright, I got you flowers.
Good day. I have the ingredients you asked for.
Wonderful. Hand them over. There you go. Tell Mr. Bryden to apply this poultice to the area in question. It works wonders.
Thank you very much.
Alright, back to Bryden's. What's his foot said he was sore too, but
I'll let the worm in.
I doubt I can give this up to him, but we'll try.
I'm not sure they would be interested.
Okay. I just know some other games, although they were watched, I developed as well as published, had things where like you had to offer meds to people. Alright, poultice boys.
I can't see how.
Yes?
I've got a poultice for your joints, Mr. Bryden.
Drugs here.
Prepared by Mildred
Pills here.
Walker.
Poultice here.
You may know her as Mother Mildred.
Oh, thank you, lass. That Mildred knows what she's doing. I should have thought to see it myself.
She said to apply it directly to where the pain is. It should work very swiftly.
I'll give it a try.
Lube 'em up.
Oh, that did the trick, lass.
Good.
I feel like a lad of 20 again. I suppose you'll be wanting me to milk old Eunice for you in return.
If you don't mind.
Wouldn't hurt.
I'd appreciate it.
A fair exchange.
Alright.
Stand well back, lass.
Believe me, I'm not coming an inch closer.
No live milking on Twitch. It's against TOS.
There you are, lass. Some fresh milk.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bryden.
Alright, we milking. We gotta take that to what's-her-futs. The maid.
John Perch, dearly.
Alright, milk here.
I've got a pail of fresh milk here for you, Miss Tompkins.
You haven't?
Here.
Mum, you've saved my hide. Thank you.
Are you all right?
I'm worried about Mr. Ambrose. Any road, I'm heading back to Panswick Manor now. Would you still like to meet his lordship?
Very much so.
Now, I can't guarantee you'll be home, all right? He's a very busy man.
I'll take my chances.
Follow me, then.
Alright. It's gonna be that haunts that's been running around, won't it?
Come on over. It's not much further.
Sheepies. Nice place. There's another moon thing on the building there.
Sorry, Mum.
Give it here, then.
So why does Penswick?
What the hell is this muck?
Goat's milk, Mum.
You daft bint. Since when does his lordship take goat's milk with his tea? Oh, he will not be pleased. Get back to your sweeping before I clip you over the head.
Sorry, Mum.
I'm sorry.
It's a symbol of some kind. A moon, perhaps?
When the two moons meet the sun. It's probably not something we can do till tomorrow, but... Sun and the two moons meet, the guardian shall be defeated. So would that be Shoulder, Penswick, and then who's the sun? Me?
Some fine-looking flowers. Where is Lord Penswick?
Sorry, Mum. I can't talk. Miss Fenchurch is ever so mad at me.
How very bucolic. Some fine... Hello there.
Bugger off, you whelp. This is private land.
Miss Fenchurch is a cruel-looking woman, her face set in a permanent scowl. That is well out of my reach. I could just pick this up. Some fine look.
Okay, so we can't take the flowers. Well, now we have a path here. So that's a new exit. Oh yeah, there's a map thing, wasn't there? So there's still one more location, which I think is probably going to be inside the Barrow. Alright, to-do list.
Good day.
Fresh would miss like.
No, thank you.
Mutton pies!
Oh, maybe I could take the paper to him.
There's nothing else I wish to do. I
No?
have nothing.
I did say I wanted to try the fiddle with this guy.
I'm not sure they would be interested.
Okay.
I don't need to.
Show him the second stone.
What do you make of this strange stone?
A marvelous thing. It looks ancient.
I agree. I've never seen anything like them in all my digs. I have nothing else to ask.
You want a fiddle, bro?
I don't wish to.
Okay. Oh, huh.
Mutton pies!
Anyone's gonna know about her. It's the resident gossip, so.
I can't think.
Alright, Mrs. Duplancy. Not much for info. Can we keep talking to her till she gets in trouble, or?
I've no time for... Where is...
Sorry, miss. Sorry, miss.
I'm not sure that... I'm not sure... I don't wish to...
I would...
Are you
Oh,
deaf, girl?
more wondering if
Don't make me fetch the guards.
wonder if who's here. That's fine.
By Christ, you're like a dog with a bone. Do you want to get yourself shot?
I can assure you the only things getting shot around here are the pheasant. And perhaps the odd grouse. Greetings, my lady. Lord James...
I fucking knew it.
At your disposal.
You're Lord Panswick?
As I live and breathe.
You could have told me that before.
What is life without mystery, Miss Bateman? A predictable stagger to the grave.
Always one of these
I
assholes.
was imagining someone...
Much older and far less handsome?
Fuck off.
Something like that.
See? I can read your mind, my dear. Now, may I ask, what brings you to my manor?
I wanted to ask if I could borrow some of your labourers.
Oh? For what purpose?
I intend to excavate Hobbs Barrow tomorrow and
Also-
I'm in need of some assistance.
See, I thought the cockerel stone was associated with the
Very
sun.
delightful. We're in the middle of
So I guess we would be the sun, wouldn't we?
Follow me, Miss Bateman. Come along. I promise I don't bite.
So, yeah, either Panswick or Shoulder or the third guy, but...
This chapel was a place of unique devotion.
Okay.
This was until some of my more ungrateful ancestors forgot him and abandoned it.
Why did they abandon it?
He said him. He might not necessarily be referring to the Judeo-Christian God.
The sacrifices required to maintain such a relationship were no longer being made. The chapel
Also,
turned to rubble.
sacrifices.
Time
I feel like he's alluding to something.
forgot him. His influence endured, but only with the isolated few who lived on the very fringes of these moors. Believe it or not, my family's fortune...
She thinks he's talking about the Judeo-Christian
Since
God,
I
but
succeeded my father, it has become my life's work. to
I
restore
don't think it's to the same God.
With this sacred place rebuilt, he shall be venerated once more, and the name Panswick shall be uttered again across all of England. He guided the hands of my ancestors.
Yeah, he is absolutely up to something. Absolutely.
Bewley is a godless place.
Have you forgotten about St. Edmunds? Father Roach might disagree.
I shall bring him back to these lands, and this chapel shall be his seat once again. A new world.
But it seems like you wish to bring back the past.
From out of the old world shall come the new, a greater truth. But I digress. Horace, my dear fellow.
Aye, your lordship.
This fair lady here is in need of some assistance. Would you and your chaps be up for a spot of digging at Hobbs Barrow tomorrow?
Hobbs Barrow? Aye, your lordship, 'tis no bother.
Good man. You're in luck, my dear. These are my finest, and they're all yours.
Thank you. I am grateful.
On one condition.
Yes?
I've heard wonders about Mary de Plance's Bakewell puddings. I'd rather like to try...
I have to shake her down for pudding, okay.
Your lordship, you're giving me the help of your men in exchange for cakes.
Yes.
But...
Farewell, my beauty.
He's rich. He's supposed to be weird.
Wait!
Alright, did this finish the map screen then? No. It counts as part of Panswick Manor, alright.
The men look like they've spent many a long day exposed to the harsh moorland weather. Horace is the leader of this band of merry men. The men look...
I'm gonna look at the... Oh, I can't look
They
at the
have some
equipment.
decent equipment here. It will be more than useful for the excavation.
Between that and my crate of shit.
Is his lordship joking about the Bakewell puddings?
No, miss. His lordship is a man of folly.
How ridiculous!
He treats you all right if you do what he asks. Please let us get on with our toil. If you do as his lordship requests, we'll help you tomorrow. Please, if you...
Okay.
Good day.
Oh, another strumpet looking to find her way.
I'm nothing of the sort.
Into the Lord's bedchambers.
I've seen plenty of your sort before.
Alright, so let's go talk to Mrs. Duplancy. Hopefully that'll be the last fetch quest for the day, so we'd save and call it a night, morning, whatever.
Good day to you.
Hello, Mrs. Duplancy.
Oops.
Do you still have some of your homemade Bakewell puddings, Mrs. Duplancy?
Oh, you're too late, Pet. I've a few left, but they're set aside for someone else.
Oh?
Might you please be able to bake me some more?
Sorry, I'm not in the mood for baking. Truth be told, my dear husband Albert passed away recently.
Aww.
My thoughts are all over the shop.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Aye, he's in...
That's who the fresh grave is.
Were you married to Albert a long time?
Aye, too many years to count. He were the cobbler here in...
Oh no! I wanted the cobbler for info.
In all of England, I
Fuck.
used to tell him.
Fuck!
Love is precious, Pet. There's naught that can replace the hole it leaves in your heart.
I can relate to that in my own way. I wish you strength in this difficult time.
Thank you. With God's blessing, I'll get by.
May I ask who you have set aside the puddings for?
Oh, Father Roach. He won't be back until tomorrow.
Won't they be off by then?
Not at all. Besides, Pet, as I told you, I'm not in the mood for all this baking chatter.
Sorry, Mrs. Duplancy. Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Can we arrange a trade? Or a
The flowers
distraction?
have long since dried out. I don't want them. I have nothing else. That's not mine. I'm not sure they... No.
I know I'm gonna try to fiddle everything, but whatever. Alright, Oh, hey, buddy.
I can't think of anything else to talk about. He looks like a rather... The simple wooden cross bears a small plaque, on which is inscribed the name Albert Duplancy.
Relative, are you?
No, just looking.
He were the cobbler. Who's going to mend me boots now?
Hello? Does this fresh grave belong to Mrs. Duplancy's late husband?
I called that.
Rather bare, isn't it?
My job is to dig the graves, not decorate them.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
The simple wooden cross.
Good day.
Hello, Mrs. Duplancy. I saw your late husband's grave, Mrs. Duplancy. I am very sorry for your loss.
Do we get that rock that says AR?
I'm ashamed to say I couldn't afford naught more than a simple wooden cross. You were a colourful man, our Albert. He deserves better. He loved his flower beds.
Ah, flowers.
He's only been gone a fortnight, and already his plants have gone to rot. May the Lord forgive me.
Plants are difficult to maintain. I'm sure Albert would understand.
His precious hippeastrum were the first to go. I would have loved to lay one on his grave.
What does a hippeastrum flower look like?
Those are the red ones at the
Things they are.
the mansion. I'm
Tall stems
got it.
topped with large red flowers. Hard to grow in this climate. They were his pride and joy. The remarkable thing is there's no scent to 'em. That's why he loved 'em so much. You see, he hated anything that smelled sickly sweet. Hippiastrum were just perfect. Let me know if you come across one, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. Duplancy.
All right.
Thanks for...
Lord be with you.
Let's go. My one concern being is that, what's her fuss is going to yell at us if we try. Yoink.
These matched the description of the flowers Mrs. Duplancy mentioned. There's no scent.
You get away from my hippiastrum!
Ah, apologies.
Move!
Well, that confirms it.
Alright, we gotta get her away from that.
Good day.
Hello.
I really need one of those hippiastrum flowers.
Why?
It's a long story. Might you please be able to get one for me? Or distract Miss Fenchurch so I can take one?
Those flowers are Miss Fenchurch's favourites. She spends hours looking after them. Sorry, Mom. It's just that I'm so worried about Mr. Ambrose.
The milkman?
Aye. We were to run away together today.
Aw.
See.
I'm worried sick that he stood me up. Without Mr. Ambrose, this job is all I have. I can't risk losing it over a flower.
I'm sorry, Miss Tompkins. I still haven't seen him.
Do you think he's abandoned me?
I'm sure that's not the case. He must have been delayed somewhere.
Could you try to find him for me, Mum?
It's always something.
Oh, please, Mum. I'd do anything for you if you found my love.
I was worried he was the fresh grave, so I'm a little reassured, but...
Mum.
Goodbye.
I'd best get back to work.
Try the station first. It's on the way.
My mother always told...
There's a slight chance he's visiting someone else in town, but...
Bugger hell!
Ah.
And honestly, just getting some flowers for the grave is going to be a lot easier than pick up a big ass rock, where the initials aren't even quite right.
Hey up.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
He's here every market day.
Except this one.
Aye. I haven't seen him today.
Any idea where he might be?
Not in the slightest.
You know where he comes from?
Time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Time for a
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
Aye, I do. Why'd you ask?
Isn't he normally here at the market?
Aye, he's normally 2 pies in by now. Don't know where he is. I'm sure someone around here must know where he is.
Goodbye.
Let me know if you get hungry now, lass.
Good day.
Care to buy some apples?
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
Eddie? Aye.
Have you seen him today?
No. Well, maybe his milk's gone off. I hope so. Might mean some of his customers have some spare coin for me veggies. Ah!
Goodbye.
You know where I am.
Okay, the other cart left already.
Hello again.
Miss...
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
Aye, I know the man.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
No, lass. Why?
No matter. Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman.
Alright.
Looking forward to tomorrow.
Sounds like you didn't stop in here, then.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
Aye, a good man.
Have you seen him today?
Come to think of it, no.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
This guy was just traveling.
Hello there.
Yes?
Is that your horse stationed in the alley?
Aye. Thistlecrack is her name.
That's a
That's
cool
an
name.
unusual name for a horse.
Aye. It were what she were called when I bought her. Glutton would be a better name. She likes her treats.
That's your hint to get the sugar cube.
To change it.
Thank you for your time.
Make sure you watch my performance later, won't you?
I'll try.
Alright, so there's the redhead outside. I can see if the kids went back home.
Good day.
Hello there.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
I do, yes.
Have you any idea where he might be?
He is usually here by now.
So I heard.
Yeah, that's not helpful.
Arrives via the road to the east of Bewley.
Okay, so head out that way.
I will.
No, not the alley. Oh, another flashback. Delightful.
There we are. Your shells are looking much more interesting now. I pestered Mother for years to let me bring some of your treasures here.
And then I just stole them anyway.
I want to follow in your path.
A little late for that.
She has hidden most of your discoveries away. I had to beg her to bring me to visit you, you know. I shouldn't worry you with all that. Do you know that I have a story for each of these pots? Well, I don't know if they're all true, but they are my memories. Even though I was so young, I still remember our adventures together. Would you like me to share my memories of them? Well, I'm going to, whether you like it or not. This is from the first dig I remember you taking me on. The excavation of West Kennet Long Barrow. I found it wedged behind a stone as you ate your sandwich. You said, "Now there's a tiny urn for a tiny girl." I think you brought this one back from a trip abroad. I would have loved to go with you, but Mother didn't want me to. I remember you being so proud of it. It looks ancient. Mother was so angry when you brought this one home, wasn't she? "William, that simply will not do. It's
Thank you for
taking up all
subscribing
the
to Earn
space on the
Facts.
mantelpiece." Once you
Okay.
moved it to your study, I remember creeping in to take a peek at it. You were incredibly excited about this
As
one.
much as it being voice acted makes it easier for me
You were
to
so happy about it.
not have to read everything. At the same time, it's like, well,
Talking about it for
there's
hours.
not as much room for commentary without talking over
How
it.
can Daddy be so excited over some old broken pottery? But it wasn't long until I understood.
Alright.
We found this one together in that mucky old barrow near Avebury. I think it was the second time you'd taken me on a dig with you. I remember you bringing it up to your face to look inside and shrieking in horror. "There's a bloody rat in there," you screamed.
That should be all of them.
I almost
Okay.
forgot. While I was searching for your pots in the shed, I found one of your manuscripts.
Oh, really?
I thought Mother had burnt all your notebooks, but she missed one. It was an account of barrows across the east of England. I managed to read it all before Mother took it away. Daddy, it was fascinating.
Then where did the journal come from? It had to be the third person on the trip.
I'm going to travel the country, excavating and documenting my own finds. Well, as soon as I'm old enough to escape Mother, that is. When you're feeling better, we can go out on expeditions together again, just like we used to. I promise you'll get better, Daddy. I'll do whatever it takes to make it so.
Whatever? I mean, I'm implying more, favors for the goblin. Okay, well, the a flashback here implies that this is probably where we want to go.
There's something ahead on the road.
Late dipshit. Oh.
God.
You okay, buddy? Also, what's this plant?
Mr. Ambrose.
Who'd he piss off? got a knife.
What cruelty is this? Bakewell, 32 miles. Bewley really was in complete isolation before the railway line came in.
So is that the lab? That is the last map and location. Okay, I guess that was the achievement that popped.
Mr. Ambrose's cart has been smashed to pieces. It's Herbert. He's lapping up the spilt milk.
Of course he is. Alright, well.
What cruel... Please hold still. I'm going to cut you free. He had been so tightly bound that I could barely cut through without hurting him further. His mouth was stuffed full of flowers of a most peculiar scent. I was dismayed at such savagery and wondered if the feral folk Father Roach had mentioned were responsible for this abhorrent act. After some considerable effort, I managed to cut him free.
I feel like it's Padwick.
Are you all
Penwick or Panwick or whatever.
Who were lost in visions of hell itself.
Oh, it's the flower that makes you high instantly.
Who did this to you?
I don't remember. Oh, the terrible sights I saw. I won't forget them till my last breath.
Are you Mr. Ambrose?
Yes, Edward Ambrose.
You were to meet Miss Tompkins today.
I'm wondering if Panwick knew about the plan and sent somebody to
Let me take you to her. Here, take my hand.
keep him from taking his employee away.
Hanswick Manor. I probed Mr. Ambrose on who had done this to him. He insisted that he didn't remember anything, except for his nightmarish visions.
Alright, found your boyfriend.
My love.
Eddie!
Smooching.
Jesus, what happened to you? Were you in a fight?
Now, fret not, my love.
I thought you'd abandoned me.
Never. Thank your friend here for helping me out of a bind.
Literally.
Eddie!
Let's get out of here, my darling.
Hang on.
You thieving bint! I'll have your guts for garters!
Do it.
Oh, stick it where the sun don't shine, you bitter old sow!
Can I take the broom?
The cheek!
Here you are, Mum.
Thank you, Miss Tompkins.
No, thank you for finding
Alright, so we're gonna drop these off with
Thank you, lass.
Let's go, Eddie.
Francie, and then
I'm never setting foot on this godforsaken estate again.
see you.
Good luck, you two.
Yay! I guess I can't take the broom. Well, we got our flowers though, so take me to church. That should hopefully get me the cakes. Look what I got. It's a good looking flower.
I have something for you.
You found them? Oh, you dear child. Let's take them straight to Albert. You'll come with me, won't you?
Of course.
Of course, Mrs. de Plancy.
Let's go visit a dead guy. Oh, we got wet fast. Although again, England.
The things I miss most about him are the things that used to annoy me.
Of course.
Click of his jaw as he chewed his sandwiches.
It's all the stuff you're never gonna encounter again, you know?
Around the house. The way he'd never back down from an argument. He's just quiet at home now. Silence. The funny thing is, that's what he always craved. Peace and quiet.
So I guess he won this bargain.
Sounds like he was. I'm so sorry.
Do you fear death, pet?
Should I? Honestly, yeah. The name is
Part in between that concerns me most.
Whatever do you mean?
My father had an accident many years ago. Ever since he's been in
Oh, I didn't even think that was the angle they were going for.
nor move.
Oh, that does sound dreadful. I'm sorry, pet.
I thought I was thinking more of the transition. Like, is it gonna hurt like hell?
Worst of all fates. To be trapped in one's own body and unable to express oneself while the world continues around you. That is what I fear.
I'll see. He's been laying there for 25 years at this
Do
point.
anything to make it so. Those flowers look beautiful.
They do. Albert will be smiling down on us. Pet, I left me basket inside the church. You'll find some Bakewell puddings in there. You can have them.
Oh, you...
I insist. You've brought an ounce of happiness into my day, dear.
Yeah, she was a big more for Papa Roach.
Thank you, Mrs. Duplancy.
To be truthful with you, I was saving him for myself. I shouldn't be so selfish. Lord forgive me.
You're nothing of the sort.
I'll stay here with Albert a bit longer. You go back to your day, Pet. Lord be with you.
And you, Mrs. Duplancy.
Alright, let's putting up. Hire our crew. That should be the end of that.
Here they are. I've already taken them all.
Question is, can I try one?
Mrs. Duplancy's famous Bakewell puddings. They smell delicious.
Alright. I guess we'll take it to the guy. Fine. I wanted to try at least one. Unless our new friend is inclined to share. Special delivery.
The vision returns.
I come bearing gifts.
Freshly baked gifts?
Yes. 3 of Mrs. Duplancy's famous Bakewell puddings.
You are an amusing creature, Thomasina.
What do you mean?
You must think me a scoundrel of the highest order for asking you to undertake such folly.
No, I think you're a scoundrel of the highest order for raising a pagan
With you.
Lord Pansy.
temple to some eldritch god that we know nothing about. I'm telling you, he's not up to any good here.
Or do I?
That or Shoulder's up to no good, stopping him from restoring the old church for some reason.
To go through to get these for you.
Like it's some sort of place of power.
I do. And that's what I admire about you. Tenacity. Even in the face of something you know to be absurd. You don't give up, do you?
Never. Though in this case, I ought to have.
Now then, will you share one of these tempting confections with me?
We gotta.
Why not?
Splendid! I'm glad the rain doesn't put you off. You like to live a little dangerously, don't you, Thomasina? Let us stroll to the back.
Yeah, a little dessert, a little tuberculosis. Still don't trust this guy. I still don't.
We walked side by side down to the beck.
The achievement says romance on the moors.
Brushing my own.
I'm just hungry. Please don't tell me you're actually gonna hook up with this douchebag.
Entertaining company. I had an overwhelming feeling that time was being wasted.
It is.
We ate those cakes down by the beck, and as he attempted the most charming lines he could muster upon me, I only had one thing on my mind. Father. Could he be saved from his suffering? Was the answer to be found within Hobbs Barrow? I ached to find out. I didn't even notice the taste of those famous puddings.
No! That was the whole point!
Soon marched me back toward the ruined chapel.
Good, fuck him. Not like that. I mean, like, he can go fuck himself.
Chaps, listen up. You're to assist Miss Bateman's excavation tomorrow. What time, Miss Bateman?
Early morning, if you don't mind.
We'll be there whenever you need us, miss.
Hobbs Barrow. On the Bryden estate, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll be there.
Take your tools with you. Miss Bateman will...
I love how they're just like, we get it, we'll be there.
Provide her with.
It's no bother.
Splendid.
Thank you, lads.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you later, my dear.
Thank you, Lord Panswick.
Oh, and there's still the musical performance tonight, too.
We're
So.
finishing up here, miss. See you tomorrow morning, all right?
Certainly. I appreciate your help. Well, that's a relief to have my crew assembled for tomorrow. It's getting dark and cold. Time to head back to the Plough and Furrow. The grand entrance to Panswick Manor. I fear Miss Fenchurch might come at me with her pots and pans.
Well, it's not a location on the map, so I don't think we're actually going to get to go in unless they do it towards the end.
I've no time for frolicking with the flock.
Alright. Alright, heading back. Oh. I guess that's where Mrs. Duplancy lives, yeah, since that would be the cobbler shop. That's kind of nice that she's still chilling. Alright, let's jam.
Good evening, Stanley.
What are you doing here?
Stanley, my good man.
To what do we owe the pleasure of your visit, your lordship?
I've come to wish Miss Bateman good fortune for her grand excavation tomorrow. I'm really rather curious as to what she might turn up.
As am I, your lordship.
An exciting time for Bewley. Wouldn't you agree, Stanley?
Oh, yes, your lordship. Very, very exciting.
My dear.
Nose looking a little brown there, bro.
Pleasure of buying you a drink. A welcome antidote to the wind's bite. Wouldn't you say, Stanley?
Yes, indeed, your lordship.
I'm not going to turn down a free drink.
Splendid.
Sorry, I'm sitting snooze on the ads.
Fair lady.
I feel like this is going to be the tail end of things, so...
There you are.
Thank you.
Everyone, raise your glasses to Miss Bateman. May she conquer Hobbs Barrow and find all that she desires.
Bleh.
Hooray!
Okay.
You don't wish to join me in a beverage?
Oh, you go ahead, my dear. Alcohol does not sit well with my constitution.
Alright, see you in hell.
Thank you, your lordship. I needed that.
I aim to provide you with whatever your heart desires. I've reminded my chaps they're to meet you at Hobbs Barrow in the morning.
Thank you again, Lord Panswick.
Till we meet again, faites des beaux rêves. Mr. Shoulder.
What?
Your lordship?
Or are they working hand in hand? I thought both of them...
Mr. Shoulder.
It was one or the other, but maybe it's both of them. Up to some shenanigans.
I've recruited the help of some local labourers to help with the excavation.
Marvelous. When do we start?
Tomorrow morning, first thing.
Wonderful.
Can I count on your assistance?
Wonderful.
Of course.
And that's
Here at the Plough and
soon. I'm almost done the stream.
Aye, Miss Bateman. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
You've changed your tunes, Stanley. An exciting time for Bewley. I thought you didn't want me to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Well,
You gotta lick the lordship's ass when he's in.
I'm fine for now, thank you. I'll leave those two to the...
Oh, that's the it was the produce girl, I think.
Seen her.
Arthur?
I've remembered something.
Oh?
What is it, Arthur?
Not here. Meet me outside, in the alley.
He's stinking drunk, but let's hear what he has to say. Hello again, Cyril.
You're still here? Leave me be, lass.
I can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
Okay, he's not playing yet, so I guess we'll see what's up. Or we're about to get jumped.
What is it?
First of all, I must apologize to you. That night we met, when I vanished.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, there were a man in the loo. A hooded man. He threatened me with a beating if I told you anything about what I saw.
That's unusual.
That's terrible. What did you see?
That's the thing. I hadn't the foggiest idea what he were on about. It was a drink, you see. I'm an embarrassment, Thomasina.
No, you're not, Arthur.
Here's what I need to tell you. I've remembered what you were on about.
Oh, he's dead by the end of this.
Why? Oh, wait.
I was standing in the woods there or something? Okay. Sorry. Right-clicked again. Hands away from mouse.
You're keeping me in some serious suspense here.
All right. It were a couple of days before I met you.
Do I have to control him? No.
Hurry now, Leonard.
Panswick.
I'm not as quick as...
They are up to something. I fucking knew it.
Getting worse by the day.
Yes. I'm constantly made aware of your failing health. Do not fear. You said he has promised you the reward of your return.
Yeah, it's definitely some elder god thing.
Soon enough.
Are you sure that it must be her blood?
Oh, great.
She's family.
And she gets here in 2 days.
Aye.
We must bring her to the site as soon as she arrives.
No. Your lordship, with all due respect, we've been through this. We need to ease her into the idea.
It's a plot.
She'll laugh in our faces if we just asked for it.
Who said we would ask?
He told me that she needs to give it willingly.
This little scheme of yours better work, Leonard.
It will, your lordship. We've got the perfect bait.
Journal.
Wait. Who goes there? Did you hear something? Ah, a moonlight tryst. After something, are you, Mr.
He's absolutely dead.
Lordship, let me...
Save your words, you drunken wretch. Off you go, skedaddle. Don't make me ask twice. I do wish you wouldn't spend so much time with that fool. It's beneath a woman of your standard. It's sad.
This is why we don't trust the rich.
The dog urine they serve here has rather pickled the man's brain.
You're being most unfair to him. Mr. Tillett is a nice man.
Come now. I shall bid thee adieu once more, for I do not wish for this to come between us. All the very best wishes for your excavation tomorrow, my dear.
Thanks. I don't wish to carry around...
I feel like maybe we should carry a heavy excavation tool to cave in that guy's head. Oh, where's the tunes? Snooze real quick before I jump back in. Let's make sure we're good.
I see that you come in with a glint in your eye, taking everything you see, but I know you.
Oh, he did say he'd written lyrics, so yeah. This is nice. I feel kind of bad that her hands on hips pose makes her look kind of disinterested, but... Oh! We're gonna freak out.
I see that the prophecy has come into light.
No, he's singing about a yeah, okay. So, it's one of those on the nose, this is the plot songs.
As the day fades into night, you won't you learn? You can never turn.
And I don't think it gave me a chance to like pick up any of the flowers after we Like, I think it went automatically to grabbing the guy's hand to guide him to the mansion, but maybe we can go back. Maybe there's still some flowers sitting on the ground. To figure out what the ones they jammed in his mouth were. This feels like something I could show to, Harriet. To find out what's going on. It sounds like a siren. It's kind of cool. My only complaint is the vocal makes us a little low in the song, so I can't quite hear what he's saying. Also, that it's not subtitled. You could have thrown some lyrics down in the letterboxing, or up in the letterboxing, you know? Super titles. Good tune, though. Alright, time to have a creepy dream. I'll probably give you the day 3 thing. And we'll come back next week to do that. Oh, cool. Good day, Saxnot.
So, Thomasina, the journal proves I'm telling you the truth, does it not?
It does.
Good. Now listen. I can help him again. We can help him. Together.
How?
All those years ago, your father entered this barrow with the goal of binding me within it. All because the people of Bewley had gotten it into their heads that...
Oh, so it's not his fault.
I tell you, Thomasina, we're not. Your father botched his incantation, leaving me in this weakened state, stuck in this limbo.
I don't know if I can trust him.
Well, you know how he ended up.
This doesn't sound right. Incantations. My father is a man of...
You don't know your father, Thomasina. How old were you? A child of not even 5, 6 years? You need to enter this barrow and undo what your father did. The spell must be undone. Then not only will I regain my strength, but your father will too.
But how do I...
Blood. The truest symbol of life and death. It's the life which flows within you, but it's also death once it escapes.
I don't understand.
Worry not how you'll undo what's been done. When the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do. Time is short. Your father and I grow weaker by the hour. Go. Save your father.
But I still don't think that Saxnot is the he that the other two are talking about. He doesn't seem quite, like, even in this weakened state, I don't think he's powerful enough to be. Though he is the hooded figure. Or he is a hooded figure. I don't know.
I must undo what has been done. Father, I'm coming.
Like, he could just be playing under my sentimentalities. Alright. I'll manually save as well. Alright, and that's going to be it for tonight. I do